ask you probably one of the most important questions you've ever been asked.
Uh-oh.
And it has a right answer and it has a wrong answer.
What's the wrong answer?
The wrong answer is, well, you'll know. You'll know. Okay, are you ready for the question or not?
I'm ready.
Okay. What the fuck is more important? Me or the dog?
The dog every time. Yeah, I said that live. What?
That was the wrong answer. Look at these eyes. Look at these. Hold on. I'll shave my mustache. Look at these lips. Look at these beautiful brown sugar lips. See those?
Brown sugar?
Those brown sugar lips. Okay. Your dog has stinky farts and pooters and it poops everywhere, bro.
Yes,
I only
that is
poop
correct.
in one place. And my pooters smell like fucking eggnog, son.
Yeah, but sometimes you pee in the corner of rooms.
True. Oh my god, I will tell you about some fucking. What are you drinking? Coffee like me?
Sure, yeah.
All right, motherfuckers. Now let's go ahead and jump this shit off. I just realized we're live. I forgot completely. What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Thesis, aka Thesis himself, from Vaping with Thesis. Right, God bless it. Now look. All right, so Andrew, my baby, it's my baby Sherry. Introduce yourself, bro.
Hey, Andrew from I got a new thing. From Vape Manufacturing Labs in Connecticut.
It's way bigger mouthful than the previous one.
Yeah, much more.
Yeah, that's what she said. Bro, tell me, are you liking your job? I want to hold on real quick. I want to know what everyone's vaping on. If you haven't done so, hit that like button. How come William D. God damn it. How come William D. Rollinger is not a part of the live stream ever? Zach, ¿te reviso que pasó that way? CB Rider 02, what's going on, my ninja? Yoki Vapors, that's my boy. That beer not fucking legit? And Jelly. William D. Sunny Ibarra, ¿qué pasó? Knocks out all these ninja kids. Hit that like button if you haven't done so. So I got some big news to announce. Excuse me, right here, right now.
Uh-oh.
That is that Andrew has left his previous company. That was the news.
Oh, that's it? Oh, that's boring. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit.
I do. I'm genuinely curious on why it is not why you left, because you didn't leave them on purpose. You just found a better opportunity. That's all.
Right.
That's all it was.
It was a little bit of everything, and I just decided to make a move.
It was good. I'm glad for you, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so I'm excited. My official title is Senior Marketing and Sales Executive. God
damn, bro. Congratulations.
Means nothing.
Sounds fucking phenomenal, though, doesn't it?
Right. It sounds good, and I get to put it on a business card, so that's cool.
When I put when I was just doing my insurance yesterday, and look, they ask occupation and shit, and I'm like, I know it's gonna sound like I made this up, but I swear to God, it's real. That's how I'm a content creator for YouTube, and like, oh, you work at Google, or like, no. I swear on the internet a lot, and I review mods. What are those? Like e-cigs. Like, oh, it says here you're a non-smoker. I'm like, that's not cigarettes. So you're a nicotine user? I'm like, yes, but there's no box for that, and you can't. What is that called?
Classify you as a smoker.
You can't classify me as a smoker, and they couldn't because there was no option on there for nicotine use. It was just.
Right.
Do you use, or you smoked, or do you chew?
Right.
It's phenomenal.
Yep.
You just burped my face.
Yes, I did. So,
asshole.
You should just put social media specialist. Sounds better.
Social media, fucking Black Ops, motherfucker. I'm a specialist. What is that called? Dude, so I don't game, right? Kristen Modi, that's my girl. Avalanche Reviews. Let's see real quick. I go back. Show you never invite me, bro. I put it on the Patreon page every fucking Saturday. This is a Patreon exclusive live stream. I mean, everyone can watch it, but only the Patreons can join. As far as I remember, I thought you were a Patreon. So real quick, CB Rider, damn, get off his beard, bro.
Hey,
stop. That's a sexy Lamb of God guitarist type. Dude, it is. It reminds me of... Look at that. I feel like he's either gonna murder somebody with a banjo, or he's about to bust out some like pig squeals.
See, it doesn't look good today because like if I don't shower in the morning, like today has just been like a bum around the house, like get things done around the house day, and so I didn't like oil or shower today, so it looks real bad.
Gross.
I
I have to
apologize.
shower. If you see
Me
my
too.
hands,
Me too. No, I know. I'm the same way.
my hair's like always dry. My face is always dry because I shower so much. But I also bathe in lotion. I have a whole.
I have the opposite problem. I'm super oily. Like if I don't shower, like everything about me is oily.
Oh no, me too. Mandy said, and I didn't believe her. She's like, you have dry, oily skin. I'm like, that Mandy, that doesn't make sense. That's like saying this steak is so dry because all the juice is just like gushing out of it when you cut it. What? That doesn't fucking make sense. She's like, no, look it up. And sure enough, it's a thing.
Huh, interesting.
It is interesting. Actually, no, I was thinking Mastodon Guitarist Beard. I don't know who Mastodon is. Blow some O's. All right, I'll blow some O's.
I don't know how to do that.
I used to be able to do like 3 tricks. One of them was this one. And the other one was this one. And the other one was this one. Like that. That's like my best ones.
Every time everybody like anybody who's not a vapor assumes if you vape that you know how to do tricks, right? Obviously. And right. So every time anybody's like, "Oh, do a trick," and I just like take a hit, and I'm like, "I didn't smoke a cigarette. That's my trick."
Bro, so what was I getting at? Oh, so fucking damn it. Okay, so I was watching this Chinese video, which why has it got to be Chinese? Because it fucking was. So I was watching this Chinese dude build a mod. This is like had to be 2015, 2014. It was right when around the Atlantis dropped. And everybody was now able to blow cloud.
Sub-ohm.
Yeah. And then but right after that, it was a company. I still have the tank sitting right over here. It's called Council of Vape. You know Cav, Council of Vape.
Yeah.
And this is like back when Council of Vape was like shit clones, and it was basically an Atlantis clone. And the dude,
because it took Atlantis style coils. I remember that. That was like the first cross compatible tank.
I've still got one brand new, wrapped, sealed in the box right there. I've got a shit ton of like 2014, 2013, 2015 mods that are brand new in the box that I will never open. I have the zombie kit, the Apocalypse, just in case, because I was like, for a long time I was prepping, and I've got cases of Russian ammunition for my AKs to prove it that I bought on cheaperthandirt.com. They're not a sponsor of the channel. I wish they were, bro. I was able to get thousands of rounds for like $220 on Black Friday a few years back
because they probably have lead in them.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! That's some real shit. It's Russian military surplus.
You can't even take those to a range. They won't let you.
You don't go to the ranges in Minnesota. They give zero fucks. It's in the middle of someone's backyard.
Yeah,
this is private property. I can do what I want. You got lead in that shit. It's not enough lead. You can't bring that until it's 100% lead. Yeah. You kill anybody on the way over here? Nope. Good. How about animals? Yep, 6. All right, that's fine. Limits 4. All right. So what I was getting at was watching this dude, and the clouds back then were like this. Oh, motherfucking 4 feet on that one. So this Asian dude would sit there and do shit like this, thinking that it was going to make the clouds look bigger. And as he was building, it was a prototype. As he was building the shit, so oh my god, when did you start vaping again? It wasn't even that long ago, was it?
No, me is like 4 years now, 4.5 years maybe.
Oh, that's still a while back. So you remember those days?
But I gave it a first try at like 10 years ago, so I remember like some real old shit.
Oh, it was that far for you?
The first time I tried was 10 years ago. Yeah.
First time I started vaping would have been 2000, circa 2000, late 8, early 9.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, it wasn't early 9. It would have been summer of 2009. So, or not early 9. Mid 2009, because of the truck stop. It was the first e-cig I ever saw. And I thought it was dope because I brought it to the studio. I was on my way to Studio B in Minneapolis. And obviously you can't smoke in studios, especially fucking multi-million-dollar ones like that one. Oh, that shit was fun. So I brought that bitch, and I thought it was going to be a smart ass. And I was like, bop, 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 bop. Plus, I'm the engineer. I'm the one that's getting paid. Mm-hmm. But then everyone started looking at me, getting real pissed off. I'm like, hey, looked over at my homeboy Frank, who's at the time was Gucci Mane's ex-assistant engineer. which doesn't sound like much, but he was basically the one fucking running the studio back then in Georgia. So we're sitting there, but the fucking amber was lighting up blue, and it blew the minds out of everyone because then everyone thought I was doing drugs. They all wanted to join in.
Yeah.
They're like, "What is that? Is that fucking? You rocking some X, bro? Like, it's not X. I don't even know what it is. It's just dope. It's a cool party trick. It's gonna last like 3 months, and then all of a sudden, it's gonna be illegal. Just watch."
Bomb Squad.
Bob Squad. What's up, Shane? Where the fuck is Lawless Vapor? What's going on, my Ninja Avalanche? Have you seen those Chinese horrible DIY mob build videos? I have not. Do you guys have recommended cheesecake? Oh, I do. I absolutely. Black China. I do have some recommended cheesecake.
What up?
I can't say that anymore, can I, Andrew?
You can say whatever you want. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't exist anymore.
Really? So that means I have to spend my own money to purchase it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
Well, this is stupid. I don't want to say it now because I just want to buy it up. Courage by Lioness Elixirs, in my humble opinion,
I still made it.
Is one of the top notch cheesecakes. It's a pistachio cheesecake. It's fucking delicious. Black China, how's it going? Bob Squad. Bob Squad's not here, is he? Oh, he is here. Where the fuck is it, bro? Please talk.
Are you muted? You're muted.
Bob Squad, you gotta talk.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
how are you doing?
There we go.
How are you? How are things?
They're all right, bud. I missed your call. I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, that's all right. How do you even get my calls? Because when I hit the FaceTime button, it goes, and it's just dead after that.
Did you hit ignore? That's what happened.
That's what I figured what happened. If I called me, I'd hit ignore too. Like, fuck, this dude wants to talk to me. All right, so, bro, did you see, Andrew, did you see that the Coke mod I'm building?
Yeah.
What do you think of that shit?
Not cocaine. Not
cocaine. Not Coca-Cola. We can't say the actual name. It's either Coke or Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that thing looks awesome. I'm stoked.
Thank you, bro.
Wait, what chip is going in there?
It's not a chip. I'm doing it's a piece WM. That's what it is.
Piece WM.
Is
it one of the new PWMs or
no? It's the one from the Moyan Joker, which was one of my favorite mods at the time, but I fucking broke it.
Yeah.
But the PWM chip works.
Yeah, that PWM buzz. There's something like satisfying about that when you like hear it. You know what I mean?
Listen to it once. Okay, now listen to it.
Sorry.
We hear that shit?
All I heard was your inhaling.
Oh, yeah. You can't hear it?
A little bit.
I hate it. I fucking loathe that noise. Any of you guys...
See, I like the noise. I hate the vape because it's like undulating.
No, I love it, bro. In the pod system, I'm not a huge fan of it. Jose Nas never calls me anymore. Bro, I call you constantly. Sup, China? Josh Rhodes, what's going on? Bro, Josh, you gotta get on camera with us, please. Pants have to stay on. I've just found that out recently. They have to stay on. If the pants come off, they will fucking remove the video.
What if I'm not wearing pants, but you can't see that?
That's different. You just can't announce it. So like, if I put it in the how do you say that? If I put it in the title, no pants stance. Yeah, they'll be like, "Yo, son, no more monetization." Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. I came here subjectless because we're having a blizzard, and I love fucking plowing. Like, if I could plow professionally during the wintertime, I would, and I probably could. But I'll be honest with you. What happens if it snows on a Tuesday morning when I'm recording videos? I just wouldn't show up. That'd be a terrible plow driver. I would have to make sure that Mother Nature was on my schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Nas never calls me. Yes, I do. We miss you, my dude. But we got you. Yeah, William D. Rollinger, man, fucking you, bro. You need to come on. If I don't decide to steal $500 from the bank account and get a Monarch, oh my god.
Yeah, those Monarchs are sick.
So Ray told me.
Are they sold out already or no?
No, I have no idea. Let me see, because I know I was seeing. Let's see. Right here. Yes. gorgeous. I
Oh,
saw
Ray's
him in
not
real
here
life.
yet, right?
Huh?
Ray isn't in the chat, right?
No, Ray's not in the chat, but he did hit me up and tell me some insider information. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything or not, but if he's not here, there's no one to stop me. You know what I'm saying? Some insider information about a specific mod, about a specific company, and I just realized that he can't say shit if I announce what he just told me. I want one so fucking bad. Although I don't want to get it in with the company and have them not be like, yo, I don't want you to review my shit. But hey, I'll pay for it. Like, I want your money, Thesis. Keep the shit. That's what I'm scared of happening. You know what I'm saying? I think they just sold out in the UK. Chrissy said, "What's your favorite device you've ever owned, Andrew?"
Ooh, that's easy actually. The billet box.
Really?
Yep.
Fucking pussy. What about you, Bob Squad?
Oh gosh. To tell you the truth, I don't. I've never had one nice enough that there's really much of a difference. All of them are pretty much the same. The ones I get.
Can I just be honest with you? I've had some really high-end mods. I've had the most low-end mods. 9 times out of the 10, I can't tell the difference either.
I'm just being honest.
Well, when it comes to a mod, yeah.
Yeah, it's the truth.
But the tank's fucking killing it. That's what it is.
The
You
tanks
like
and
the Dead
RDAs are
Rabbit?
different. Yeah, tanks and RDAs, you could tell a difference immediately.
You like the Dead Rabbit RTA, Bob?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a decent RTA.
Christine Beauty, she got one, and I wicked it for her the other day, and I wicked it twice. Once was dry, and the other time was soaking wet. And so I was like, nah, I'm not using this thing again.
Sometimes I'll wick it one night, and then after work the next day, I'll come home and wick it again because I'm like, oh, I did it wrong.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you get it right, it's good. It's good for a while.
The only problem with the Dead Rabbit that I've noticed, the RTA specifically, is that it's, well, what you just said, it's finicky, but more than anything, 9 times out of 10, it's just dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
The FP RTA is one of the best RTAs I've ever fucking used. The Voluna, the stacked RTA is one of the best RTAs I've ever used. It's better than the Voluna because of the practicality of it. The Voluna almost becomes irrelevant when you realize how little of juice you can fit in both the 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2 versions were fucking flawless in terms of flavor, in terms of fucking airflow, in terms of all that shit. And then as soon as you realize that it's basically a dripper with just like, I don't know, 4 milliliters, 3 milliliters, whatever it is, that's all it is. It's a fancy dripper with a glass piece on it.
That Voluna one thing. That Voluna, you sent me a Voluna. And I love that thing.
I fucking love the Voluna, dude.
I would have to carry around a bottle of juice at work because I couldn't vape all day on it.
Exactly.
That's
the problem.
Why I love the Orion for that. The Orion for just around all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro,
I gotta find something better for work. It's heavy. 2700 batteries. It gets heavy.
You gotta speak up, Bob. I can barely hear you, dog.
Okay, I'll get closer to the computer.
There you go.
Those are cute headphones.
Thanks.
I wish mine were pink.
I'll send you some.
Bro, no, don't do that. I'm gonna buy some fucking pink. Oh, spray paint the bitches. I'll spray paint these bitches pink all day long. I'll put some bedazzles on. Say I won't do it because I'll do it. I'll fucking put some fake diamonds in this bitch. Swarovski and ML liquid style.
Hey, what should I get for like if I were to be doing a podcast?
Right.
What kind of mic and headphones should I get? That's not expensive.
So if you're gonna go inexpensive route, because that's dependent upon, because like inexpensive like Grim Green and like Jay Hayes is like, oh, puts $15,000 into a, you know what I mean?
No.
Meanwhile, I had to save up 2.5 years for my camera, so fuck these motherfuckers. But so if you want to go an expensive route, this is again relative. We can go way lower, cheaper than this. You're gonna spend the 300. Oh, this is just for you, right?
Just for me, yeah.
I'd always go SM7B for the microphone, made by Shure SM7B. It's the standard. I've been using these microphones since I was 14 years old for like music production as well as audio. That's the one I'm talking about right now. In terms of an interface, if you want extremely cheap, I would go Mackie Pro FX 8.
Oh, Jesus, now you're getting too fucking complicated. I'm out. I'm not doing it anymore.
What the fuck? Well, you have to
get an interface.
In order for the microphone to work, yeah. What else? What are you gonna run the microphone on?
I don't know. Hopes and dreams.
Right, that's the way. So how I want my car to run on, bro. Well, hey, how you gonna make these truck payments? I got hopes, dreams. So if you want to go with something that's a little bit on the less expensive side, like than everything, just go with the Blue Yeti then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking was a Blue Yeti.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, listen to my sultry voice. Listen to it.
Yeah, but you just got a sultry voice.
Let me listen. Look at that, lad. Let me tell you about something. I want you to put your clitoris up against the speaker. Watch this. You feel me?
All right,
You feel me? I just stole that from Howard Stern's movie. I'll be honest with you. So I think I've told you. I say this all the time. My dream, way before this, way before I ever touched YouTube, way before I was even Thesis himself, my dream was and is and will always be to be on talk radio or like a full-blown podcast or anywhere where I'm able to tell you my opinion because I think it's that fucking important.
Anywhere he's able to hear his own voice. That's what he wants to do.
Precisely. So I'll give you an example. When I was watching Jerry, I mean I watch him every week, but like 6 months ago, I think it was Eddie Bravo, got on and he took the headphones off and Rowan's like, oh, you just want to take the headphones off? All right, sweet. And my first thought was, why would you not want to listen to yourself? And I don't mean that like in a shitty egotistical way. I'm saying like, so I'll give you a good example. In recording studios, you always have to have your headphones on. Like whether you're in the booth or whether you're in the control room is different, but in the booth you have to have so you can hear exactly what it sounds like on the track. Do you know what I'm saying or no?
Yeah.
The same exact story for in my opinion, for a podcast or a radio station. So I have several ins at a talk radio station. The problem is that I'm friends with them, friends with the producer, friends with the host, the main host, one of the biggest markets in the United States, fucking the third largest market. But it's a terrestrial radio station, and it's all about pop culture. I'm super embarrassed to even admit that I listen to them, but I fucking listen to them religiously every day from 5:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. I don't listen to the whole show, but I start at 5:30. I sometimes don't stop listening at 7:45. But it's the most it's the gayest, it's and I mean that
it's your guilty pleasure.
It's my guilty pleasure. I fucking love listening to entertainment pop culture radio. Woo!
Do they talk about like Kardashians and shit?
No, that's the one thing they refuse to talk about the Kardashians. That I feel like what I just said is more gay than taking it up the butt. I feel like there are better excuses for it to like it was forced upon me in prison. It's way better excuse than be like, yo, I listen to pop culture radio willingly. Is it not though?
Yeah, no, it is.
What do you do when you listen to pop? I clean my gun and I build engines, buddy. Come on. No, you don't. You fucking masturbate to. Oh, god damn it! I broke my juice bottle. Look what just happened.
Uh-oh.
I don't ever say the Lord's name in vain. You guys turn me into a heathen. Y'all are fucking terrible. What's your guilty pleasure, Andrew?
Oh, guilty pleasure.
Just say it. I just admitted it.
I don't know what it is.
Do you listen to pop culture radio?
I do not. I don't know. Oh, you know what? We watch a lot of cooking shows.
That's not. I watch that too. We're just American, chubby. That's what
no,
that's
but
normal.
like right now, now it's like Christmas time, so there's all these like holiday baking shows. Feels a little gay.
It is a little gay. It is, but I watched the shit out of it though.
Yeah.
You watched the Netflix one, the global food challenge?
What? Oh no, I don't think I've seen that.
The first episode started off in Mexico. The second episode was Spain. But my favorite one that Mandy and I watched the shit out of, we make fun of, like, we know it's a dumb show, but it's Zumbo's Just Treats or Just Desserts. And that, oh my god, bro, it's fucking listen. You want to talk about gay? The straightest person out there talks like this. It's like, I will kick your ass. Say I won't do it because I will. That's exactly the way. Listen, and the worst part is like I hate him the same way I hate Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But the only difference is like I know for a fact I could win against this other dude. Hold on, and I feel like gay people have the same conversations. Like, oh my god, seriously, I just did the straightest thing today. It was nasty. I just changed my. What about Squad?
They do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Got money today. I felt like such a straight guy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what they would call it a breeder.
They say breeder. Yeah.
I felt like a fucking breeder. It was nasty.
I mowed my own lawn.
Yeah. Gross. I got stains on my Louis Vuittons.
I feel like I should preface this with like one of my best friends is very, very gay.
I have a shit ton of family members that are gay. I have family members that are full blown transgender. The worst part is that they talk more shit than I do. They talk way more, and not only that, the worst part is that they're better at it than I am. You feel me? The chick, she's no longer a chick. The transgender male cousin I've got is more manly than I am, and it scares me. The gayest person in my family, my cousin, I'll call him Jay. My cousin Jay is 10 times more manly than me. He's got more kids than I do. He's a fucking diesel mechanic and drag races vintage snowmobiles on the weekends.
That's awesome.
There's nothing more manlier than drag racing vintage snowmobiles with nitrous oxide that can kill you instantaneously by blowing up, and also likes to suck dick. That is a man who is so
to suck dick.
It just happens to like the hey. More fucking power to you. Not only that, but this dude's hands are like, yeah. Speaking of Brock Lesnar, you know Brock Lesnar's biceps? That's the way this dude's dirty, oily, diesely, cum-filled hands are. Fucking just, oh, he's a fucking monster. He's a diesel mechanic. There's no God. Pussies. No pussy has ever walked this fucking face of the earth like, I'm gonna be a diesel mechanic. He's from Minnesota with the Alabama accent. Explain that shit to me. You can't. The last fucking thing, if someone's like, Thesis, you're being sexist. Chad, you know what? A little bit. I can be a little bit sexist. You know why? Because this. I was raised by a mom who spent 17 years as the head of a battered women's shelter. I've seen the worst of men. I've seen the worst of women. And at the end of the day, women scare me. There ain't a fucking man on this planet that scares me in a physical manner like that. I'll tell you what, when Manny gets mad,
anything that bleeds for 5 days and doesn't
die. That's true shit. Hashtag free bleed.
I feel like we've gotten off of vaping a little bit.
That's okay. That's all right. And you know what? Do you know what free bleeding is?
No. I don't want to know. There's a reason I didn't ask.
The free bleeding is it's when a woman prefers not to wear a tampon because they believe that it's liberating, and that the badge of womanhood is wearing white pants, and just lets it happen. Now,
I like telling pants because I shit myself when I fart, and that being a manly.
Right. So, well, here's the funny. Now, mind you, that's not a. It wasn't a real thing. It didn't start that way. P.S. Take this with a grain of salt because I get 86% of my information all comes from the Rogan. So take this with a big fat, like a salt lick, not even a grain. Like take it with a salt lick, like a whole Morton bottle. It was started on 4chan by a dude pretending to be a woman to make fun of the shit, and then women started taking it seriously, thinking that it was legit, like thinking that it was real, and that's what happened. Anyway, back to my cousin who could kick any straight man's ass. This dude is gangster as fuck. So, and the fact that hold on a second. Okay, and the fact that we haven't looked at comments. E-Rock, where the fuck is E-Rock? E-Rock hasn't even joined. Hey Shannon, my ninja, Black China. Let's see. Greg H says, Thesis, you're the man. You're the man, Greg. Oh, come on. How do your Patreons tiers work? Okay, Tony Murphy. Good question. So can any Patreon join? Yes, Perla651. Any Patreon can join. Any patron is more than welcome to join the live stream. The tiers are this. I can't say it on Patreon. I have to say it on here. So if you're a $20 Patreon and above, you get t-shirts. You get access to big mod giveaways. Lisa, thank you for being drunk and here at the same time. $10 and up gets anything from RTAs, RDAs, tanks, sub-ohm tanks, juice. $1 and up gets access to liquid, coils, cotton. But everybody in the Patreon page will receive Ray coils. Sometimes my boy Will Boyle's coils. Oh my God, Boyle's coils. That's so fucking dope. I just realized that. Holy shit. I feel like, because look at Ray's coils. Look at these bitches. They're complicated. Look at those coils. I just realized that I've been focused on.
Do you know what he uses for wire, by the way?
Fucking jelly and magic. I don't know, but look at him.
Who's those? Will Boyle?
Yeah, Will Boyle's coils. Huge shout out to Will Boyles. He was just in a giant earthquake last night.
Oh, he's in Alaska?
Yeah, he's in Anchorage.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Tony Murphy knows what the fuck's going on. He just said it to Boyle's coils. That motherfucker boils those bitches. Hold on, back to the sexist thing, because I want to tell you that I'm not sexist. I was just kidding, by the way. The whole free bleeding thing, it was supposed to be a joke. It was a terrible joke, but it was a joke nonetheless. It's got to the point where I'm so codependent now. When I met Mandy, I didn't need shit. Now that she exists, I need that bitch to fucking stay in my life. She's the one that does all my scheduling. She fucking writes on my calendar. That's not my handwriting. I don't write my calendar. She's the one that put the calendar there. I don't use calendars. But now I know on Monday at 11 a.m. I have an appointment with my doctor. Without her, I'd have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Your prostate checks for fun again?
What?
Are you getting your prostate checked for fun again?
I do that on my own. You should see my chubby gorilla bottles. Most are filled with KY. Gross, Bob. That's way too cocoa nut, Shan said. Black Chad said Nichrome. Chrissy Moody said, yeah, my mom is in Anchorage, but that earthquake was gnarly. Right, Chrissy, is your mom okay? The Tin Man prostate exam? No, it was a joke. But I like that he was silent the entire time until we brought up prostate exams. Fucking Home Tech, one of the heads of Home Tech said, I love seeing your chubby face. I want to punch him in the fucking nuts.
That's why I grew the beard out. You can't tell if I'm chubby or not. I just look like I got a beard.
The problem is even when I was skinny, I had a chubby face. I got these cheeks that won't quit. I'm like, damn, son.
You got baby cheeks.
I got these baby cheeks. Bitches never went away. It's depressing. The worst part is I can grow a beard identical to Andrew if I grew the shit for 12 years like he did. The problem is no matter how long my beard gets, well, hold on. One of my best friends, E-Rock, is gay. See?
Hold on. I might be gay one day, but I'm not today.
He just said it. You heard it here, folks. $20 is $20.
40. What the hell?
He said, bitch, my price game went up when I learned how not to gay.
E-Rock did invite me over his house. I feel like maybe I should pass on that invite.
Dude, he likes to eat.
Hey, so do I. Hey, hold on a second. E-Rock, can you not do a live stream without the permission of your wife?
What?
Can anybody not do a live show without
the
permission?
Hey, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear no truth during this live stream.
No, my wife was just over here saying that you're in gay because I love to eat pussy.
Hold on a second. I just want to clarify that I'm just jealous of you. Because my wife wants to watch whatever British TV show she's watching instead of going live on Saturdays. So I just wish my wife was next to me eating cheese balls or whatever's going. What are you eating right now?
Also, did your power go out? Why do you buy like a candle light?
I can't see it.
Are you eating fondue? What is that? Is that big or is that little? I can't tell.
No, it's just a little heater.
It's fucking adorable. For what? You're in Vegas.
And I'm eating a nice, good pot roast.
Not a fan.
Not a fan?
Not a fan.
Don't you need that fire ventilated? You're inside your garage.
It's probably propane.
The door's cracked.
Damn it down. That's what every dude says right before he passes out and dies of asphyxiation.
Yeah, I was gonna say Iraq's gonna pass out live. Who wants to see that?
I'm gonna go ahead and just keep this video pinned.
Be fine.
I've been having a ratings problem. Eric, just shut that door quick. Jesus Christ. Hold on. I just heard your wife be angry at me. She knows how much I love you.
Why? I'm not angry at him. Why would I be angry?
No, angry at me.
Why would
Like,
I
you
be
gotta-
angry at you?
God,
Yeah,
and she
good
doesn't get
turn.
angry. You want to trade for a little while? But the word, I'll tell you what. I love my Mandy so much, but here's the problem: is that she gets fucking angry, and she does the opposite. She does that typical womany thing where they just don't say shit to you, and everything's just fine. Oh, I'm fine. You want to go do that? Go ahead. Go ahead. Sounds great. And then it takes about 72 hours when I think everything is just perfect. And all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, it's like, hey, do you remember 3 days ago? I'm like, hold on, stop there. I don't remember this morning. So whatever you're about to say is unfucking fair.
So does she also do, when you ask her what's wrong, does she always say nothing?
Nothing. Yeah.
Oh, fine. How you doing?
If she's fine, exactly, I'm fine. And that's why, and even when she really means she's just fine, I'm like, what do you mean? What's going on? She's like, I just know it's fine. I'm like, right, but we all know that that's not. Even the kids, as soon as mom says I'm fine, they just shut the fuck up. They're already trained. They're 6 and 7 years old. They know.
They scatter like cockroaches in the light. We
No.
gotta go, Dad. We gotta go.
As soon as she's like, I'm fine, she's like, do you want me to take the trash out, Mom?
Hey, and for the record, you guys were talking all that stuff about gay. I was watching. For the record, I have to say, anybody that can take it up the ass is a tough person.
Hold on. We were talking shit about. I was just saying that I've got cousins that are gay and can beat all three of us up. If they wanted to, they could have their way with us anytime they wanted. And in Alabama, I'm pretty sure that's legal.
No, that ain't legal in Alabama.
It's not?
You can do your sister. You can't do your brother.
Wait.
That's
Wait.
Georgia.
Bro, that you realize the oxymoron in what you just said, right?
What?
Got you another picture. You should be. Oh shit, Perler651. Thank you so much. But the issue is that it's the first. So today we dropped 4 patrons, which
Yeah, mine didn't go through, but I fixed it. I don't know why it didn't go through though.
Thank you, bro.
Receipt and email.
We dropped. Let's see. Yeah, we dropped 4. I mean, hold up, but I just want to be clear. I just want to be super clear that that's like that happens every month, which I get. Especially if someone's been on there for a while and they take it off for a little bit. I know a couple of people just did that specifically because they were like, "Yo, hey, Christmas budget. I'm not gonna be a patron till January." I'm like that, bro. So I'm the last person you got to apologize to. Don't fucking worry about me.
So are we sitting at 44 now?
We're sitting at 40. We should be at 44, I believe. 44 or 45.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to get to 50 before we do the big giant giveaway stuff. Even
There's
if
a box
it's
showing up to your house today, by the way.
Today?
Right now. It should be today.
Oh, I didn't check the mail today. I was out in the side by side. Went right by my. I was having so much fun
It actually
plowing.
says it's not delivered yet, but it says it's showing up by 8:00 tonight. What time is it there?
10. You
Well, it's
have
probably
to.
not coming today.
You have to understand that where I live, the mail is like. Picture you ever work with someone? You ever work on like a manual labor job who just doesn't do shit but gets paid the same?
Yeah.
That's my town in terms of postal.
You mean every job?
In every job, you're right. But manual labor ones suck. You ever try to carry up a 400-pound window of steps that don't meet code by yourself?
Huh?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And I got to say, Bob is rocking them headphones, man.
Yep.
I'm so fucking jealous of pink headphones. I used to rock a pink shirt.
You try to put the elevator platforms in.
Or what? Putting an elevator? I can't even imagine that.
I do an elevator platform by myself. So the whole part that you stand on, the whole part, I put that all in myself.
Wait, what company do you work for?
What?
What company do you work for, Bob?
Schindler.
Okay.
Is it?
I worked for Otis for a little bit.
Yeah,
Do they have a
because
list?
Otis is out of Connecticut.
Right. Schindler's
I have a lot of friends that work for like what's it under? UTC. This is the parent company of Otis, and they're out of Connecticut.
I'm a part of his union. Did you know that?
No.
I'm a fucking local 5, bitch.
Look, I got
Okay.
our lift for a vet program.
What?
We put in stair lifts for disabled veterans for
Uh-huh.
free.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's dope.
So they can get up the stairs.
We did that 2 years ago with Yellow Ribbon for Deck.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're awesome. You're so fucking awesome. I wish I had that Squatch beard though, bro. I'll be honest with you. Me and Andrew are jealous.
There's a guy in San Diego. They put a whole elevator in his house.
Holy shit,
Damn.
that's fucking
awesome.
sick.
The guys dedicated, like 10 guys from that local dedicated their whole weekend. They worked 2 12-hour days to put an elevator in the side.
Wow, that's awesome.
Damn, son.
Built the shaft and everything.
Damn, that was good.
So you travel all over, Bob?
No, I go from PA, New Jersey, and Delaware.
Back.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to Boston at the end of this month.
Can I come?
That's for wifey stuff.
Well, if you
Oh,
stop through
shit.
Connecticut, let me know.
Yeah,
Tin Man,
Steven
thank you
Surrey.
so much. If you want to ask a question, Tin Man, you are more than welcome to ask anything you want. It can be inappropriate. It can be appropriate. It can be, you can ask, I don't know, ball size, anything you want.
Should I go get a tape measure real quick or what?
We'll go get a tape measure. We can go get a micrometer for E-Rock, whatever. Thank you so much, Tim Man. Black China, thank you so much. What up, bro?
NVE. Are you excited? Are you pumped? Are you ready?
I'm fucking. Wait, is it happening or not?
Yeah. We'll discuss details, but it's happening.
Oh, fuck yeah, son. I will be at Envy, and y'all will see me in the flesh. And I told Mandy that Christine is going to brighten her horizons.
Yes.
And Mandy said, we'll fucking see. What's going on? Who's that? Vaping Dreadnought. That's my ninja. He's been around for quite some time, man. Dreadnought, what's going on? I dread not. Tin Man, thank you so much. You are able to ask any question you want. Anything. You can ask anything of the channel.
Hey, on that Coke mod, I see you finally got that gutted out.
I don't want to talk about what happened last night, but I do. I had it gutted out. I had it all wired up, and so far so thank you so much, Leah Gagliardo. Means the fucking world for the show. Over the rest.
Whoa. What do you mean you didn't want to talk about what happened last
He
night?
put batteries in backwards. That's what I'm guessing.
So I hooked it. Mariros Desperosa. ¿Qué pasó? Tin Man said, he says $4.99 for the channel and $20 for the rights to the video of the prostate exam.
You might have to sign a HIPAA thing.
Let's see. I don't know if I got your message quite yet, Mariros. Let me see. Because notifications from Patreon messages, for whatever reason, I don't get those. I specifically get the ones on the posts. Let's see, massage. Mighty Rose, I don't have your message. No, I don't. I didn't get your message. I got it on Patreon, but I gave you my cell phone number because I wanted you to text me. Because it's way easier to reply back and forth. I wish you could see how slow Patreon is for creators, like learning how to do all the little things just to get to messages. It's 1, 2, 3. Loading 4.
Are you using the app?
Yeah.
Yeah,
5.
the app sucks.
6. Loading 7. It's 7 steps. What right there is from the time I just open up the app just to text or send one message, or just to even read them. So just fucking text me. Patreon's app sucks, and I can't wait till they actually implement a real app where I can go live on Patreon. Nice. Hold on. Before that, so the mod. So I wanted to go fancy and get dope ass switches. I've never wired up a light up switch on a mod, and there's a lot of pins, a lot of them. I got the shit perfect. I hit the button and the button lights up and all that stuff. I then connected it to the 510 ground. And it melted the entire rat's nest of wires together. Once that happened is when the batteries started happening things. I spent 4 hours of my life. I did not get the text message. Let me just send you my number again. Make sure that I fucking gave you the correct one. So,
Shane, where are you from? You're going to NV? You live in Connecticut?
I'm going to NVE. I'm coming.
Are you?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, he's coming. What's up, Shane? Shane's coming to NVE. Oh fuck yeah! Are we gonna be fucking? Are we gonna be drinking and stuff?
But is that a question?
I'm just checking.
Oh, just in case this question comes up, do you mind bunking with me? Do you guys mind sharing a room or not?
Me and Mandy?
On your face.
Sharing a room with what?
With me and my girlfriend.
A little bit.
All right, we'll see.
A little bit. We'll see. I
like
to get
no London bridges. Is that what
you're
man, you're saying?
We call it the Eiffel Tower in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not in high school. That would have been. I was 19.
Man, if you're scared, just say you're scared, man.
I'll just be nervous with you. I'm not bashful and I'm not quiet. I'm what is known as, I don't know. You'll either be real annoyed with me or you'll love me. It's only two options.
What'd you say about him, honey? What'd you say?
Probably gonna be both.
What?
Loud.
I'm obnoxious. She's right. There you go. I'm like a fucking rainbow on fire. You feel me?
Rainbow on fire, burning out of a volcano.
With dubs. Yes.
So, I take it just the wires, but no damage to the actual housing?
No. Thank God. No. Everything's good. I just had to basically throw away the battery sled that I spent an hour on. I had to throw. Did you guys see the fucking fitment of that battery sled?
I don't know. I missed it.
Bro, I've got it all on film. I like the batteries. I made the battery sled fit in the original AA battery compartment, so you could slide it open like a AA and put the 18s in. It was awesome.
Nice.
The only thing we lost was the wires and a pair of batteries and a battery sled.
What about the chip?
I didn't have the chip hooked up. It was going to be straight mechanical at that point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't want the chip hooked up until that shit doesn't happen. Once, because the ultimate goal is to make it variable wattage. If I can make a variable wattage via the fucking potentiometer, I'm gonna.
Have you ever tried one of those mass mods?
No, I have not. I haven't even heard of it.
All right, so they have this super sick switch. It's a tactile, or it's a, what do they call that?
Billet aluminum.
No. It's a tactile switch where if you have it unlocked in your pocket and you press on the switch, it actually won't fire. It needs to feel the conductivity of your finger in order to fire. I didn't
realize that was happening in mods, but I've actually had a similar switch on my. I have a similar switch on my guns. It's where it feels the whatever it is on like on iPhones and shit, where it feels your electricity shit.
Yeah.
It's on the pressure switch for the laser.
Okay.
So like you can.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, and you can click it like if it's in the gun, because I've had, I don't know how many guns you got, but like with lasers, but all my lasers die out because I'll accidentally like I'll close the case with a laser on, or like it'll click on, so it won't do that. So like in an emergency situation where you grab your shotgun and you go to hit the fucking pressure switch for the flashlight or laser, it knows that it's you. So there's another one years ago. So right here in Minnesota, this dude invented, he bought a warehouse in not the FDA, the ATF, whoever it was that approves weapons, is probably not going to approve it, which sucks. This dude fucking spent years developing a pistol that looks like a large iPhone. And
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and it was developed like literally just down the road, like 20 minutes, in this big ass warehouse.
Folds out from it
fucking folds out. Yeah, and and I understand. But the whole idea of my permit to carry is that I conceal them.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the ultimate concealment. What the fuck is I don't understand the issue. And it's still relatively large. You know, it's probably 6x4, 6x3, maybe 5x3, something like that.
6x1.
Yeah, something like that. CB Rider, anyone ever tried mesh coils? Yes. Depending on which, Mighty Rose, I think I just got your texts. Depending on which mesh coils, we say, Matt, if you got those meth coils, man, if we played the dozens, it would be awesome, but we would have to have a convo off the record to agree on ground rules. I fucking know you're absolutely.
The only thing I haven't tried yet is the mesh in like the profile RDA. I haven't gotten a hold of that yet.
I don't have the profile at all either. This is the moniker I have. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mighty Rose just got me excited. She sent me a picture of a mod.
But I'll say the latest mesh coils that actually impressed the hell out of me were the ones on the Skur tank.
Oh yeah, the Skur.
The Skur.
The way they designed those, where the airflow comes up and then comes out the center and then hits the sides, is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The flavor's really banging on those.
Yeah, I want to try that.
So, the best mesh coils I've ever used or I've ever tried is still for my daily vape, I should say, preface that, is the Fireluke Mesh, the Fireluke Pro Mesh, Fireluke Mesh Pro. I'm actually rocking them right now. So I'm going to be doing a video on this, by the way. Not the tank, anything like that, just the longest running coil I've ever had. I'm going on almost, it'll be 90 days in mid-December on one coil.
You've been running the same juice through it?
Same exact juice, same exact coil.
Damn.
Unwashed. There is dirt inside there.
Wow.
Not something I recommend, but
so you're inhaling dirt. Got it.
No, worse than that. Check this out. I went to go clean the chicken's cage, all their shit and stuff. And just wait. And I went to go put the tarp back over the fucking coop and all that stuff. I go to just take a massive inhale, and out comes a piece of straw that was, it was from the chicken shit. That's where the chicken shit is on top of the straw. As I'm cleaning out, oh shit, Mesh Pro triple coils. That's what I'm talking about, Shane. What's up, Shane? Is the Shane coils or triple coils? The sextuples, what it is. The Shane coils.
Shane coils.
So that's Shane Co. Let's get those diamonds, bitch. Better fucking know Jared. What? So those coils, another solid mesh coil that no one ever fucking gives love to. Oh, I can't even give love to it because I forgot the name. Oh, iJoy. These bitches are phenomenal. Look at this sexy motherfucker with his glasses.
Shit.
We got the second loudest person I know. I can't hear him.
Should I just mute myself now?
Of course, Ray being the top of the chain.
Stan. If you guys know Studley Steamer Stan, when he takes a hit on a mod. Hold on, don't
Is
talk.
it worse than me?
I'm just Puerto Rican. I'm not loud.
That's so fucking, bro. All the Puerto Rican chicks I knew throughout my whole life are some of the loudest people I've ever met. It's good. It's a good thing.
Like crazy.
If you're ever
from Puerto Rico, and he is nuts, just off the walls all the time.
That's what I'm saying. See, and we're not racist. We're just pointing out shit that's true. Mexicans will put a new roof on your house for like $9. And they'll do that shit today.
It'll be done by lunch.
It'll be done by lunch. Puerto Ricans, loud barbecues. That's how I know Puerto Ricans. Mexicans party all night long with some Corona. You give a Puerto Rican some Red Stripe or some Jamaican beer. God damn, son.
If it's Mexicans, you gotta have cerveza, not beer.
Right. No, I'm talking about Puerto Ricans though. Puerto Ricans like that.
Puerto Ricans were for me have always been Corona and Hennessy.
Hennessy, huh?
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of Hennessy. I can't speak on it.
I can't do cognac.
I can't even do Corona. Corona's pretty garb. I mean, I like Corona for cheap beer. That's like my version of Bud Light.
You gotta have a lime in a Corona.
Any beer that needs a fucking accouchement is garbage. Go bless me.
Oh yeah, so
I'm not a super beer guy, but
no.
Did anyone catch that?
Go.
Anyone catch that?
I heard.
all I got.
Yeah, I said goodness. This motherfucker's over here.
Nobody wants to step on anybody.
Nobody wants to step on anybody. That's what I heard.
All right. So anyway, Thesis, when you get that box, you gotta try this Reaper.
Okay.
Graveyard Reaper. It's a caramel apple, dude. It's so good.
Bro, where is it? Send it to me, son.
It's in the box.
Oh, I thought you meant like when I was done building the mech or the Coke box.
No,
What'd you say the name of it was?
Reaper.
Reaper?
Like graveyard. Yep.
Not like Carolina.
Yeah, like a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah. Ooh. Get me excited, son. Ever tell you guys about the time where so you ever been so horny like you just had to jerk off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it's what's known as a chili head. I fucking like when I start eating like hot. I don't mean no pussy like Cholula's Tapatio bullshit. I'm talking like Esther Mike, what's going on? I'm Johnny Blaze, that's my boy. Obviously not commercial juice. Tin Man said. Shane Smith Mesh Pro Chip is my favorite. So I like hot like boutique peppers. Chocolate Bootlas, Carolina Reapers, Butch Teas, Satan Marugas, Maruga Satans, just regular Marugas, fucking you name it, I've got them, and I got them organically grown with Aztec methods here, motherfucking by my boy. So
by your dealer,
Scotch bonnet.
Scotch bonnets are decent, but my favorite pepper is a habanero, but it's Scotch bonnets tend to be a little more fruity than I prefer. I would actually say a red Savina is a little bit better. It's on the smokier note. That's where I'm at. So I'm chopping up Reapers and I'm chopping up Butch Teas and Marugas. Okay, those are some of my favorite flavor profiles. Butch Teas tend to have a little bit, fruit, in my opinion, fruitier palate. Reapers have a little bit more smoky note, like a habanero, which I love. They're just in terms of overall flavor, the Reaper is probably one of my favorite flavors of pepper, but it's also one of the most fucking dangerous. Amy Slut. So I take the Reapers. I'm wearing gloves. I take them off. I'm horny as fuck. Kids are at school. I'm gonna fucking treat myself to a jerk off session. And I masturbated. Here's the problem with Carolina Reaper, son, is that you can use gloves all you fucking want. And my dick burnt, but I finished. I didn't give a fuck. And because when you're horny, you're not in the right mind. You're just not. Here's the problem: is afterwards, you ever when you use water in your mouth and it gets hotter because it just spreads the capsaicin oil around.
Mm-hmm.
I was using some water-based lubricant, and that shit was everywhere. If you think your dick hurts with motherfucking Carolina Reapers, I had that shit on my pelvis, on my ball sack. I swear to God, that shit leaks down to your gooch. You can't walk. You have to sit there all spread-legged. Looks like you're giving birth to a pair of eggs. It's just not good for nobody. Not good.
So question. You said your ball sack, your penis, and your asshole, right? Your butthole, whatever you want to say, bunghole. So what is your gooch or your gunk? Because you mentioned all of the genitals and the orifices, right? And you mentioned the taint. So what is a gooch?
It's the same thing.
What extra thing do you have on your body? Oh, okay.
Isn't the gooch the taint?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it's regional. I didn't realize that. Okay.
It's regional. Like the regions.
I thought you had something extra. I thought you had something extra on your. I was like, because there's people who have the tail, the vestigial tail.
Yeah.
I thought maybe that's what you had nicknamed your vestigial tail.
Can't be using scientific words like vestigious tail on your dick.
You have a tail. You have a tail.
It's called the frontal cortex. It's where my brain's located. It's fucked up.
I just thought you had a different word for taint. I got something to mention, but I'll wait. It's fascinating. It's about more for people who are into like billet box all in one. There have been like a couple shots fired and some new things developing on that end, but I can wait.
Nobody wants to hear about the billet box. No one here likes the billet box.
No.
Yo, first of all,
damn it, I want to know.
I like.
No. I specifically don't want to hear about no billet box. China, how's it going, bro?
What up?
China, that's my boy. That's my baby, China. All right, just we can talk about the billet box.
Black China, what up? No, it's fine. I want to talk about your vestigial tail. I did. It's okay. It's weird, but we want to embrace everybody, right? This is a welcoming. We embrace everyone here, right? So,
E-Rock, black dude in Puerto Rican, walk into Bob Squad's house when Andrew's watching. That's how this joke gets real funny. Okay, so Andrew, ask your question about the belay box. Oh, he has no questions. Okay, he's muted. Andrew, who muted you?
Everybody.
What the hell? Who muted me?
I'm here.
I want to know about the billet box. What do you got?
I want to know about the belay box as well.
Okay, so there's a number of different fascinating developments. So like I'm obsessed with, well, not obsessed with them, but like I live in New York City. Really hard to travel around with like a large like 2-battery mod with a tank on it. I've always really hated that. Also, I'm not. My wife didn't want me carrying around anything that looked like it had a barrel on it, because if I'm on the street and I'm vaping, like, you just never know, and it's better safe than sorry. And all-in-one setups have just been the best for me, and they've worked really well. And the billet box has always been my favorite. It's great. I like to mod it, customize it. Now, I got really into waffles, which are like raffles that are held online. And there are a number of different communities that they customize them, and they make them from scratch out of Ultim,
friendly flipper,
out of Stab
and the knocked mods.
Right, yes. And so I actually won on my first try, which made me hooked. And I think I've won about 7 or 8 of them. Super lucky. It's a great community. Now, there are a number of different modders that make custom. They do 2 different things. They make custom billet boxes. This one is not. This is just a regular Rev 4 that I have here.
Dude, are you like in a tent?
No, I'm in a car. I'm driving.
You're driving in New York?
Oh no, I'm not actually. I'm not driving. Somebody's driving, but no, because I just hosted an event. I'm an educator, and I hosted an event at Brooklyn Museum for my students, which was pretty amazing because they had DJs. There were a couple of different DJs that were there. The dude who did the portrait, President Obama's portrait, did like a figure drawing class. It's really great, and I'm loving the nipples. But what I want to understand is, what do the nipples have to do? What do the nipples have to do with your billet box question?
I do have to say one thing. Just, do you not believe in glue for your headliner for your car?
Well, this is not my car. I'm getting a ride. I'm in the passenger seat, or else I would not be talking to you, because I don't have one of those like automated self-driving cars. Nor do I have. I don't have a vestigial tail like Thesis that I can use to, like, manage the steering wheel either. No, I'm not getting pulled over. Anyway, long story short, to get to it, right? People are making their own billet box style that use it uses the atomizer or the tank that's inside this, which is a Boro. You see that? Yeah, it's a tank, right? But Limelight Gloom, I don't know if you guys have heard of them.
The Gloom is awesome.
Yeah, so they're making a billet box. I don't want to. It's quote unquote inspired by the billet box, but they're using the tank and the atomizer that was designed by billet box, proprietary, and they're putting a little battery, a small LiPo battery in it, and it's going to be MTL capable. And now a couple of modders have made the same, and a couple.
All right, that was a great story.
I'm not sorry. At most. So billet boxes got really popular, and China basically started cloning them, and they blew up, right? Tens of thousands were sold across the world. Yet now you have like mainstream mod manufacturers that are now making their own versions of them. And I guess like my main thing is, like, people are flipping out. And like my question is to other people, right? What do we think about mod manufacturers or like tank manufacturers who make things that are kind of similar or not similar but claim to innovate, right? And the reason why I'm asking that is because I don't necessarily see clones as necessarily a bad thing, right? And I also think that you can innovate, right? And I think that Thesis, actually, I was curious for you in particular, your tank design I was fascinated by that you shared, right? But you're going with a different one, right? And I just wanted you, maybe if you wanted to speak on that a little bit about like the ways in which maybe sometimes people don't recognize innovation, right? And what people think about like what's a clone and what's not a clone.
So check this out. This is really serendipitous that you bring this up. Several things about designing a product. that I'm really, really frustrated by is I just found out that a mainstream major reviewer that I'm not good friends with, but I'm friends with, then this is not, he didn't know, but just so happened to finally come out with basically my design. And it's when he posted the picture, one of the patrons hit me up, was like, bro, like I'm so fucking sorry. And he hit me up and the picture, I was like, God damn it. Like, and it's one of the most, it feels so I can only imagine. And the thing is that it was unintentional. He's never seen my design. You know what I'm saying? And he came out with his, I designed mine in 2015. So, but I've never shown anyone up until recently. And the person who just came out with and mind you, it's not the identical design, but put it this way, if I were to come out with my design tomorrow, people would say I copied his, which is not the case at all. And matter of fact, I have proof of me sending Ray, a bunch of people, bunch of the patrons, the design of it, in October. And he just posted the picture last week of the prototype and shit, which again sucks. Here's the deal, is that it's still not the same. End of story. It's still not the same. End of story. And the most important part, nobody has still ever done, including this other person. He did not do what mine does. And it's the 200, I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say it. Because if I even say it, you could look.
Don't say it. Do not. Don't.
It still has not been done, and if it were to be implemented, I swear to God, it would be profile worthy. I mean, and I that's coming from someone who's never used the profile RDA, but in terms of the way that his innovated RDAs that Joel's did, either that or it'd be a fucking flop. It's one or the other. It's not going to be an in-between RDA. It's going to be either people see it and they're like, and they use it like, holy fuck, why has this not been done? Like, why has this never been? This should have been thought of the first few years of RDAs, and it was. But I'm just trying to find a company that'll do it. Asmodus said no because they think that they have a similar design, but it's not. They showed me theirs. I'm like, it's nothing even fucking similar to it. It's not. It's not even fucking close. God damn it. It's not even, it's literally like, that's a sweet monster truck, but we already making Chevy Aveos.
However, when they do release what they showed, if it turns out to be modified to match your design,
it can't. It can't. The way that his is set up, it physically cannot. You'd have to redesign.
I'm just saying, if they were to change it to where it did, then there would be an issue.
It still wouldn't be an issue because he didn't know. It wasn't his fucking fault. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It was my fault for not being popular enough to be able to get a company to do it. That's the simple fact of the matter. I'm not stupid. I mean, one of them has 150,000+ subscribers, and I've got 20,000. Companies are going to be, of course, willing to work with those cats way before me. Asmodus, I've developed a long-term relationship with, in a good way. You know what I mean? So like I'm super cool with them. I would love to go with Wotof. I'd love to go. Honestly, I'd fucking go with goddamn, I don't know, name a clone, fucking Inikin, if they fucking had, said, I just want to see my fucking RDA in vape history. Even if it didn't work out, even if they sent me the prototype and I didn't like it and we changed it and I still didn't like it, I'd be like, all right, well, let's shelf it. I'd like
to see it. I'd like to see it with Tofo.
Wotovo kills it, bro, in my opinion. So does who else kills it too is Keys. They wanted to do a tank with me and RDA with me, and they never got back to me like, hey, we want to do a tank with you and RDA with you. And I'm like, dope, let's fucking talk details, and never got back. But it is what it is. It's a fucking cutthroat business behind the scenes. I should show you guys. I'll show the patrons the emails, man. It gets real deep real quick.
That's fascinating to me because I think that, like, I actually was really curious about, like, why with and you just explained a little bit about your relationship with Asmodus, because I think that one of the things that helps to facilitate whether or not like an RDA becomes popular or not is like the distribution chain that a manufacturer has, right? Yeah. And like what kind of promotion they have and who they can get, whose hands they can get it into, that they have a relationship that they can give it a fair shake, basically, and that because I feel like Asmodus has had a couple of RDAs more recently that have been great, but they haven't gotten the same kind of burn. The C4, there've been a couple of them that I think like seem excellent, but you have like certain from Wotofo that like Wotofo for me has always made I like Asmodus' products are like amazing, and like don't you put Inokin's name in your mouth like that, Thesis, because I love their products.
Hey.
They made some good products. They may not, their products may not be successful, and they come up with very few, but I cut my teeth on the Axiom. Yo, I cut my teeth on that Inokin Axiom, and I loved it.
The Inokin,
I know you're not hating. I'm just teasing.
Yeah. Oh no, and I am hating a little bit, but Inokin, in my opinion, without Inokin, we wouldn't be where we are. Right. Period. The early days of vaping was carried by Sigelli and Inokin.
Yep, MVPs.
MVPs, bro. And the most of the new cats don't. Not only do they not know that, they just look at those companies as garbage. The truth of the matter is, they did that to themselves for the most part.
Well, they're focusing on the mouth to lung now, and I think that's a good thing.
If you have a focus, if you have a small niche, that's all you fucking need to succeed.
All I'll say is, I am extremely excited to see, after what Sigelli's released over the last year or so, I'm extremely excited and happy to see that chakra come out.
Yep. Same shit. Well, I'll give you another example. People tout Smock-Tech, and I'm like, Smock-Tech hasn't come out with a solid product since the fucking TFV8. End of sentence.
No, but haven't come out with a new chip since 2015.
Yeah.
But here's the deal with them. If it weren't for them constantly pushing out product, I think they're one of the main reasons for new innovation that has come out, because people
are pushing it,
trying to push them out, and the only way they can is if they come up with something newer than what Smoke is pushing.
Can I just address something that no one's ever really touched on with Smock-Tech? Is that the biggest reason for them existing is because people who are in their late teens buy them at tobacco shops and at vape shops. Their profit margin is so low, or their profit margin, their markup margin is so high.
Yep.
You can order a case of those mags for fucking pennies on the dollar and resell them for $80.
Yep.
So vape shops, that's all they carry.
It's because of their distribution chain. That's I can tell you in smoke shops throughout New York City, the ones that like usually do they used to do glass bongs and tobacco paraphernalia, they carry smock products, not exclusively, but pretty much them and Aspire, and they mark them up like from what you would get them for online from online retailers. They mark them up like 100 to 200%, and it's insane. And people buy them because they don't know what they're doing and they don't have access to them, and that's the only reason why companies like that stay in business.
Yep.
What I say about what I say about Smoke, and I've said this before about them. Love them or hate them, they at least, the old adage, there's something for everybody, they have helped truly push that, because even if it might have the same chipset, it might be just a little different shape or a different color, there's something for everybody. And I think that can only help the industry, not hurt it.
I agree until I start getting complaints about my recommendation on the Prince stick. Not just the Prince stick, but all my smoke. So all my smoke videos are like some of my most popular videos, and I get comments on a weekly basis. Like, how can you recommend this garbage? I'm like, dude, at the time it wasn't garbage.
Well, their quality control on coils is
garbage,
deplorable.
It's fucking garbage.
I agree. That's exactly what I was going to say. That their quality control is deplorable. Yeah, and I think that's the biggest frustration, because new vapors in particular will spend so much money on their products and they'll be turned off from it because it doesn't work. The coils burn out and they can't use anything.
Yeah, but the problem is Kangertech set back. The problem is Kangertech led it for so long, and then just suddenly it's almost like they just disappeared from the market, and the Smoke came in and led the market for a long time.
Yeah, they created a vacuum where smoke filled.
Smoke filled the empty void, and it's business, Yep. But I agree that, however, there's some things that Smoke does and a lot of companies do that I think just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yep.
Right.
Agreed. That's actually a really, really good point. Thesis, I have a question for you. So there are a lot of what are some of the considerations that you had regarding that you come up with a design? I mean, because there are some people who have no followings online, and we see them collaborating with vape companies to release RDAs, for example, in particular, right? Like, what are some of the considerations that, at least the ones that you can share, regarding who you decide to go, like who you decided to collaborate with? Is it much more about like you get burned from viewership and then like people get connect with you, or like how have you decided what kind of companies you feel comfortable collaborating with?
So the when you have a following, I don't want to say it's small because it's not. To me, it's huge. To me, this is amazing. 25 people watching us right now is amazing to me. To X reviewer that's like, oh, why would you even go live at 25? To me, it fucking means the world. So I don't mean to say small, but someone as me with a small ass following like this compared to the big guys, 9 times out of 10, I'll take what I can get. However, the bigger companies will toss you around and just demand shit. And those are the ones who I don't do. But how often do you guys see me do shit with Smock Tech? How often do you see me do reviews on Aspire? It's very seldom. On mainstream products, I generally don't. iJoy, believe it or not, is a small company comparative to fucking Sigali and Spock. Vision, all these Tech, all these smaller companies are the ones who actually work with me. They actually pay me what I'm worth. And they don't pay me for good reviews. They pay for time. And I mean that in a literal sense. It takes 2 videos a week is roughly 24 to 30 hours of work, plus the live streams. That's all included. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. So 1 out of maybe every 6 videos I'll get paid for. Very little, but I'll get paid for. The big companies will say, yo, we're going to send you out these 2 products. If you don't have them done within 72 hours, we're going to put you on our do not review list. I'm like, then you can fuck yourself. End of sentence. So 9 times out of 10, like the Aspire Nautilus, Aspire Breeze, all the Smock Tech shit, I purchase myself on, whether it be Vapor DNA or Element Vape, wherever. Yeah, end of sentence. I've got a bunch of the emails on my old email address. I should probably, I don't like calling companies out. That's why I don't want to do it specific, because it's not always the company. So a lot of times it's the people on the other end of the email that just so happen to work for that company.
Yeah, but how many, being honest, how many times have you been sent something to review where they've put a comment, whether it be email or in the letter, please give us a positive review?
There's no please. It's, bro, here's $1,500. We want you to say this exact script, but in your own words. End of sentence.
But use these words.
What's that?
Use these words, though.
Yeah, exactly. Use your own words, but make sure you read it like this.
Yes.
So,
All right.
And I remember the first couple of times I did where I started to narrate over the video. I got accused of doing that, and I was like, God, these guys have no idea. I'm just not good at narration yet. It sounds like I'm reading because I am reading, motherfucker, but I'm reading my own words, not somebody else's. That's why I was very, that's why I thought it was so important to make sure I put in the Mojo review that, yo, like, this is not an advertisement for Mojo. You can apply this to any pod system that you like, any disposable pod systems that you like. But this is why I like the Mojo. You know what I'm saying? And I also said in the video, I'm like, look, Stig was great throat hit, bad flavor. The lip had terrible flavor and okay throat hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. Like, I tried a bunch of different disposables at the time. Speaking of disposables, man, someone just hit me up, a really high-end mod. Oh, so check this out. Speaking of Smock Tech and all these shitty-ass quality control companies, Asmodus, one of the biggest reasons why I not only like Asmodus, I know I say that shit, fucked Asmodus, whatever the fuck it is. They treat me and anyone I've ever sent to Asmodus, like smaller reviewers, with fucking respect. And if you tell them, hey, I've got an issue, they're like, hey, no problem, we'll send you out the product. If you want to send the old one back, that'd be great. Or if you think you can fix it, fix it, but we're just not going to be liable if anything happens, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? But Asmodus, if you guys saw who makes their mods, their high-end mods, you would be blown away that they're not more expensive. They're not. I assumed that they'd be fucking like fucking machine work. Those handmade mods, those stabwood mods, are handmade stabwood mods. I know how much work goes into woodworking, and the fact that exists and they're selling for $300, I'm like, all right, or $120 for the pumpers. God damn, dude.
Go on their website. if you go on their website in particular, one of the things that I found fascinating is that they have like a section for the stabwood squonks where you pay $10 or $20 more, and you can pick a specific unique color combination that has resin and stabwood in it, that you're the only one who has it.
Exactly.
And you're only paying $20 more, and it's one, and that's it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on anybody when I said that. Sorry.
No. You are 100%. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of stuff.
Where'd Bob go?
Absolutely right.
We lost Bob.
I was in a Dayquil haze.
Andrew, were you going to say something?
No.
So real quick, I'm uncomfortable. Like Black China, like I haven't seen the blue lightsaber. You know, speaking of cigar likes, I haven't seen the blue. I've seen sometimes when you're on, right? Like I get very comfortable, and it's made me feel very like it's a routine now. I see the blue lightsaber pop up, where it's a blue light that pops up from your vape, and I miss it. It's like sort of like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like a blue LED that comes from something that you've been vaping.
The Mojo?
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, that was the Mojo.
So shots fired. I got my Mojos. I tried the ice pineapple and the lemon.
Yes.
And I'm curious because I love the flavor of the ice pineapple in particular, but I don't know if it's just something with Nick salts that like I'm not used to anymore from like going into like squonking, and I usually vape 3 milligram. I used to only use Nick salts, and I switched over, and I've been struggling with the throat. It's like very heavy, and I don't know if it's me. Maybe I need to get used to it again, but I know that I have found that I've had different experiences with, like, let's say, for example, the 2.5%, 25 milligram Nick salts. I've used different companies, and some of them are like really smooth, and then some of them like kill my throat, or I cough a lot. Are they uniform for others, or?
You should watch my hour-and-a-half long video with Matt from Suck My Mod, because I explain all that. There's different Nick salts. There's like hit and signature and smooth. Yeah.
And you can actually get your own. I personally get my own Nick salt to make my own juices. But what the thing that kills me is
what brand do you get?
50 is popular. 50 is popular most because that's what the Jewel set kind of is the standard. But I really think a lot of these companies should start putting out the 50 and the 25 because I think, honestly, they're going to push away a lot of possible business by only putting out 50.
Yep. Just 50 is a bad idea. And especially because I think at some point the FDA is going to set a cap.
Yep.
They're going to go TPD. They're going to go, like, I think it's going to be 2025, somewhere around there, like TPD.
Yeah.
But people are digging the Mojo.
I still haven't tried the Mojo. Somebody didn't send me one.
I will give Mojo credit. They must be using a very good smooth base, 50 milligrams. Because I noticed their 50 doesn't hit as hard as I'm used to. So they must be using a much smoother mixture.
What company are you using, Iraq, when you mix your own?
I mix between.
No, what company are you using?
No, I know what you're saying. I mix between. One's called Nude.
Yeah, Nude's one of the best.
Yep, Nude is my primary, and then there's one other backup, but I want to say it's Liquid Wholesale.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
So I know, like with regular nicotine, like there's like freebase. Yeah, there's the is it TFA or what is it?
TFN, tobacco-free nicotine.
Right, which I've tried as well. But I know with Nick salts, I've seen that they're now starting to carry like 3 and 6 milligram Nick salts.
Yep.
And I'm curious about. Yeah, what is that? I'm sorry, like, and I know maybe I should have done my own homework, but I'm just curious about that. Like, what is that about? Is that because I know with the 50 milligram, when I used to use the Juuls, like that was what I started on. Man, that's like a crazy hit. Like, right? Like it really, it does. It's helpful to transition from cigarettes. Yeah. But I wouldn't be able to do that now. And I'm just curious, like how the Nixos. Were you wiping down your vestigial tail? Was that it? Is your tail dry now? It was moist. It was clearly moist.
I had to take a piss, and I drink like 6 gallons of water a day. AB, I could hear Justino talking from the bathroom, the studio bathroom. This is a level 2 soundproof studio with 18-inch thick walls. I'm not joking. And I could hear your voice. A, B. So Nick Saltz, in my opinion, I'm probably the oddball out. I like to feel like there's a samurai sword or a toilet bowl cleaning brush going down my throat when I hit. I like one of the hardest throw. Ask China. China's vaped my shit. No. You have to ask China. China, ask him.
That is a death head. It's straight. I don't know why he vapes ice.
Andrew, you can correct me, Andrew.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Nick Saltz, like Humble was one of the first ones to release in the Havana line a Nick Saltz solution that was only 6 milligram. I don't think a lot of people realize. I think they think when they hear Nick Salt, they think it has to be 50.
Yep.
It's quite the contrary. Nick Salt solution is just referring to the pH balance of the solution base that you put the nicotine into.
Yep.
The nicotine itself is still the same. Now, don't get me wrong. You can have harder hitting nicotine based on how it's extracted.
Yep.
So the extraction, the way that it's extracted, give me a rundown on freebase versus salts. Is the extraction process the same, right?
The extraction's the same. You're using freebase to make salt nicotine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's more concentrated?
It doesn't necessarily have to be more concentrated now.
You can have 3, 6, 12 of freebase or nicotine salt solution. That's really more the base than it is the nicotine.
Right. It's like when you order a prostitute, like you can have any kind that you want, but you also there's a one that's a little bit harder hitting. She'll show up with chains, she'll show up with whips, and if you complain, you're gonna get a 2-star rating on Yelp. That's how it works.
Flying dildos, absolutely.
Hey, how do you know about flying dildos? Hashtag Bert Kreischer. Hashtag
AKA Thesis's vestigial tail is also what some people might call a flying dildo.
This is true shit. This is true. It's like a Pegasus. It's got wings and everything.
You're a unicorn, man. You are one of a
one of a kind. Some say I don't even exist. Some say I'm just a myth. That's right. What are you vaping on, China?
Oh. I'm vaping on the Via 240, the Jaren.
Oh, fuck yeah. Who won the Via 240? I've got that pack sitting around. Right there.
Me.
That's right. I don't know how Iraq fucking wins this. Oh, so check this shit out. So I was hit up. Oh, that's what it was. I was hit up by a super high-end company. I don't know whether or not they're gonna do it. But check this out. It's $200. $200 a month or some shit to be a part of this fucking mod company. Give me a second. Andrew, speak.
Well, I need a mojo. I don't know why you haven't sent me one yet, but thanks for that.
No, everyone's gonna just wait for that. Let's see. Okay.
This is like a subscription service?
Yeah, but it's a really good idea. I can't believe no one's thought of this.
Have you tried the Abe yet?
No, I have not.
They did pretty good at it, I have to admit.
If anybody, I think he's got. If anybody's interested, I saw. I have to find out the company, but I saw yesterday not the smaller S-Modus squonk, but the larger one that has the proprietary squonk system with that you reviewed it, Thesis, that it's in the middle. Do you remember the name of it?
The Spruza?
S-Motive, the Spruza. I saw it. It's on crazy sale somewhere for $39.99, which is like $150 cheaper than it normally is. Right. I wish I remembered where I'd seen it. If anybody wanted to try it, but
check this website out. It's called Pivot Vapors. and it's the dumbest, dopest looking shit. It's basically a old school ass. It looks like an Atlantis setup. But I will tell you right now, it's called Evolve to Luxury, the ultimate vaping experience. It's some fucking style company, but it looks interesting as tits. Let me see.
Oh, Tin Man, it's a Recoil Rebel.
Wait, and you have one of these for review, or you just
no? They want to collaborate, but they only want to do it via like share sale.
They want to charge you $200 to do it.
No. They because here yearly bundle pack. That's what it was. No. They just want me to review it. It's $300 a year, which isn't bad if you think about it. But they send you out similar to like Zample Box. But like, say you find a daily vape, and they just send you the exact amount of liquid that you vape every month. I'm assuming, yeah. So it's per request. We send it to you every month as per your request. No hidden costs. Your initial shipment will include 10 50 ml bottles, 10 coils. Additional liquid and coils will be shipped whenever you want within 5 days. Our vape tender is always available to help you customize your basket. But I think they charge you up front. You know what I'm saying? Like $300. And then they'll ship you any liquid you want. So it's a fucking gamble and a half. It's not like Zample Box where it's $20 a month. You know what I mean? And you cancel. It just seems really interesting the way that they're doing it. I got to read a little bit more up on them though. So I'm
pre-built coils?
Huh?
Are they pre-built coils from like some Chinese brand?
Probably. Probably. It's not. I'm assuming it's nothing fucking that Ray makes.
It sounds like they maybe they are, instead of like banking on a subscriber base, they want the money up front. It's interesting, especially because if you haven't tried the juice, how do you know if it's something you want to use for a year?
Well, I guess that's where people like me come in. They send out the shit, and I review it, and I'll tell people what I think. The thing is that when I say it's subjective, I hate when people are like, "Oh, don't say it's subjective." It's fucking subjective, bro. Like, I can tell you 5 juices right now that are super popular that I can't stand. What's Grim Green's favorite one? That smacks.
Mm-hmm.
Unicorn something.
No, Lick It.
Not Lick It. No.
Pony on Acid.
Pony on Acid is probably one of the worst juices I've ever tasted. And I don't mean that like in a derogatory way. It's high quality, I guess, but to me it tastes like fruity mud. You know what I'm saying?
It's just not for you. It's not for you.
Not for me. Yeah, it's subjective. One of the least. Everyone that I've given 6 and out, I think it was by Bogan, has either loved it or hated it. It's just two polar opposites.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm one of the few. I tried it at the last Vape Expo, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't care for it. But that's just me.
Exactly, and I fucking love this shit. Same with Fair Dinkum. Josh is not a fucking fan, and bro, I get it. I totally get it.
No, I like that one.
But yeah, I don't remember trying the other one. It's just
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
All right, no worries. Yeah, so there's so many. Oh, Vaping Mechanic. That's where Rocket Blast is way too good, but way too sweet. I can't find Bogan's brew. I've got the only reason why I haven't given him away is because I can't find him either, and I want to keep them. They're just.
By the way, anybody who wants some inexpensive e-liquid right now, you can go on vmlvapors.com, and we have a sale right now on some older glass bottles of Mountain Man e-liquid. There's a strawberry granola and an apple granola, and they're $9 for a 60 ml.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Apple granola sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, Mountain Man? I had that 2 years ago at the veteran camp.
Yeah, probably.
Don't say fucking probably. Just said yes. Oh god dang it! Fucking day. 10.
And I'm gonna set up a code for the Patreons.
Oh no! So
sweet, appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mountain Man, yeah. I had the peanut butter granola.
Yep.
Damn, $9. I haven't had this pink one. That one looks good. Ooh, apple pie salted. My favorite. So someone asked me what my favorite menthol salt is, and that's going to be Jewel Mint. JEWEL Mint. It's supposed to be a Jewel clone. I've never had it. I've never used a Jewel or tasted them.
I wanted to send you one. There's a creme de menthe that we have that's in salt. It's 25 and 50, and it's really good. We don't have any in stock. It flies.
It sounds delicious. Like when I inhaled that Jewel Mint right now, like I wanted to punch my throat in the fucking Adam's apple face. It hits that hard. That's what I love.
Nah, so how many pods do you have left for your S5?
The Sickery, this one?
Yeah.
I try to go through them super slow. I think I have 4 left.
I have 1 left.
Oh my god, bro! And I can't find them. Like I just can't.
So Andrew, have you gotten into working any deals with any pod systems that are out there?
No. No, is the short answer.
Okay.
No. I mean, I'd love to, but I feel like, I don't know, right now with all the shit that's going on with the FDA and Juul, I feel like it might be a bad timing, even if somebody were to approach us.
To do what?
To do a new salt, like a new salt.
No,
pod.
I think you're heading the right direction. Most companies have been releasing the Nick salts for the open pod systems.
Right.
That's the way to go.
Yep.
One of my goals is to have a pod system. Like I would love to have my own.
But I didn't know you released Nick salts.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, Iraq. You might have missed it. I'm working for a new company now. I'm not with the company I was with before.
Yeah, then I missed that because I probably missed the first 30 minutes or so at least.
Yeah. I'm with a new company called Vape Manufacturing Labs. We have a bunch of our own liquids, and then we co-pack a bunch of other liquids as well.
Vape Manufacturing Liquids?
Vape Manufacturing Labs, yeah, VML.
VML Vapors.
Where are they based out of?
Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know they're garbage.
But you...
I'm kidding.
There's probably a couple things you've heard of before. Like, we do the lemonade stand, we do Mountain Man, we do salted, and then we just came out with a new line called Graveyard.
I've heard it's salted.
Yep.
I did a
really
Mountain Man
popular.
review years ago.
Yeah.
2016.
Well, you're getting some more.
I fucking love it.
We're coming out with 3 new flavors. There's going to be a lemon granola, a banana granola, and like a mixed berry granola.
I think the best liquid ever made is probably Mount Baker Vapor.
All right, so just real quick.
Yep.
What you said the website was?
VMLVapors.com.
VMLVapors.com?
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
It says the site can't be reached unless you just Google it.
No, it works. I just did it.
Did you? Fuck.
Yeah.
I just might have typed in the. How do you spell vapors? VEAPE or VEAPO?
No, OR.
You gotta say that because I put an ER. It says site can't be reached. Both them. It's in Chinese though. Chinese and English. So,
China, what you doing in the dark anyway?
What are you trying to say?
I'm at work.
Where? Are you outside?
Yeah.
This gangster fucking works all time of day. You're never not at work. Now that I think about it, you're always at work. Just getting that paper.
I'm off Thursdays and Fridays.
You were what?
I'm off on Thursday and Friday.
Oh, shit. Like a true gangster. That's why he shows up on Thursday.
Yeah.
Bro, so do you show up on... Man, it's so gangster to have a job like that. You just show up on live streams?
What?
It's so dope that you can just show up on live streams at your job. It's not like you're driving NASCAR because you can't go on live streams if you drove NASCAR.
Sure you can.
Yeah, you just got to try harder.
Yeah, you got to do better, bro. That was my favorite. So we were... Do you guys know who Yellow Wolf is, right?
Yep.
So we were in the same... We were in Studio B. He was in Studio A. He was at Wonderland Studios. It was a long time ago. But the engineer... I was DJing for Chilla Rose. Another rapper from Hard Body Entertainment and shit. And I was DJing. And so at the time, even now, like I didn't smoke weed. And like when I do smoke weed, it's not like a good, like I can't function. I just giggle. Now, when you're in Studio B, you got to understand that Studio B is like, it's about the size of my studio. It's not that big. But the ISO booth is huge. Now, they've been rolling blunts and smoking in the control room, mind you, for the past 4 hours, and I just show up and set my turntables up. And I'm not going to be the bitch to be like, can you guys not smoke weed right now? Because otherwise I can't do my job. And so I'm DJing, And one of the best lines I've ever heard to anybody ever in the studio or any other application was he kept fucking up his verse, and finally his engineer hit the talkback button, and he got frustrated. He's like, "Bro, I'm sorry." He's like, "Just rap better." And that's probably one of the greatest pieces of advice I've ever heard for anything. So now when my kids are fucking up and they bring home a B on a spelling test and I look at them in the face, I'm like, spell better. They get that. They get that message, bro.
From the one person I can't spell.
I can't, bro. I can't either. I'm not into black magic and shit.
What's that? The Rage you're vaping on?
Yeah, the Rage. Rage and the Recoil Rebel.
Yep, I can tell by the design just from the bottom of it.
Yep.
I just picked up this brand new mod. You guys got to check this out. Just came out a couple weeks ago. I think it's by this company called Weissmack.
Oh, that's Squonker.
This right here. I think it's called the Criquet.
Criquet.
Right there. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
Hey, is it noisy?
I think it might be noisy. What do you guys think? Just came out.
Throw a point one on there. Let's see what
I
happens.
threw a 0.013, I believe is what it was. Black China said, "Essay, who's going on?" Oh, Full Savage, love you, bro. Mwah. So, what are you guys? Can we just cut the bullshit? Mech mods are still mech mods.
What?
Mech mods are still mech mods. There are good ones, there are bad ones, but if it's done correctly.
I will say though, just looking at the one you were showing, the Bogan one in Vancouver.
Oh fuck, bro, it's so nice.
Oh, the Bonzo 1.5.
Gorgeous.
I don't want to give it away.
I thought my favorite up to that point, honestly, looks wise, had been the Limitless.
Yes, me too.
But that one, I really love the looks of that one.
Me too, bro.
I'm wondering, since he has the sleeve system, I'm wondering if he's going to be offering some alternative sleeves, possibly.
He is, as far as I understand, he is.
That ought to be pretty cool.
It will be dope. All right, man. It's almost 11 o'clock. We got 6 minutes because I got to go do some plowing after this. It's still snowstorming and blizzarding out. And I'll tell you the truth. I'm excited as fuck to go snow plowing. Andrew, where can we find you at, bro?
You can find me. I don't know.
Compton.
You can find me. You can find me on Facebook. Just find my name on Facebook.
What about?
You can go to vmlvapors.com. You can check out some liquid. And then
hold up. If I'm going to find you on Facebook, I think Andrew's going to pull up too many.
Yeah.
Well, it says my full name because I'm an idiot.
What the fuck is your full name?
Andrew O'Reilly.
Oh, that's right. No, that's not your full name.
Well,
what's your middle names and everything? What's your social security number?
It's 123.
What's the back of your credit card say?
Oh, you want the security code?
I know the security. I need the security code.
The back of mine says not valid as signed.
Do you no longer have Instagram, Andrew?
I have my own Instagram, but I don't use that. You can. So if you want to go on Instagram, it's under. Let's see. There's a lot of them.
No, if you don't use it, fuck off. E-Rock, where can we find you at?
At home.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah.
In the garage, obviously. No, you can find me. I still, even though I haven't posted in freaking 8 months, there's E-Rock Vapes on YouTube. I got E-Rock Vapes on Instagram, and I have a Facebook page, E-Rock Vapes, as well.
Fuck yeah. Oh, so quick news, now that I'm thinking about it, I just deleted the Thesis Himself Facebook page because fuck that motherfucker. I'm making a Patreon, just a group, so that way we can all chat, because Patreon fucking sucks in terms of their communication. And Facebook's a way better, even though I hate Facebook. I fucking hate. If it was up to me, I would delete Facebook. Not like my profile. I mean, I would just delete the fucking website and the app. I hate Facebook.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What?
I just thought about it.
Uh-oh.
You said who won the VO, and you were looking around for it. You mean you ain't shipped that shit yet?
Bro, look, I'll tell you about it afterwards. There's three packages left. The VO is one of them. The stacked is one of them.
I'm just giving you a hard time, man.
And the white box that I can't tell what it is. The switcher. So I think that's Amy's. The switcher is one of them.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Wait, didn't you win the VO last month?
I had several of them. No. Everyone keeps thinking that was November 1st, bro. It's only been a month. Saying it out loud hurts my own feelings. Saying it out loud, now I understand where you're coming from. I'm sorry. If you guys knew the financial situation this month, you'd be like, "Thesis, what are you doing with your life?" And I would look at you and I'd ask you the same question. But
Did we had to get those pants?
I had to get, bro, they were $20. I'm not going to say no. Hey, can I just also tell you, remember I had those built-in pants underneath those pants? They were taped on and they fell the fuck off.
Hey, look.
They were taped on.
It's not our fault that the night you lost power, you were setting yourself on fire, man. That wasn't our fault.
This is fucking true shit. It's true shit. Mandy still talks about that and she's like, look at my fucking carpet. I'm like, you need to calm down. I installed this carpet. I know the bitch that makes these rugs. All right, Rob, where can we find you at, bro?
You can find me at Grimdina on Instagram.
That's my boy. All right, motherfuckers. Y'all know where you can find me. At Thesis himself on literally all social media, even fucking Facebook. Pornhub, motherfucking YouPorn, fucking Tube galore and all that shit. YouTube.com/VapingWithThesis. Also, I've got other YouTube channels that if you just search Thesis himself into YouTube, you can find some old ass music videos. You can find some ones too. Just as a heads up, E-Rock's wife is smoking the marijuana as we speak. I can hear that cough from a mile away. Hey, whoa, you can't do that. Luckily, it's the end of the stream.
This is YouTube. Hold up.
Yeah. if I want to stay monetized. Juan Castillo Capasoe. All right, motherfuckers. Let's do this. Bitch, it's okay, mother truckers. Now, with that being said, I want to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all for vaping with Thesis. It is your boy Thesis. We are out.